Hi, it's the Honey Queen, and it's peach season. My daughter-in-law picked up some Diamond Princess. That's one of the best peaches you can get, because peaches and honey just go together like peanut butter and jelly, cheese and crackers, and we could go on. It's just a delicious combination together. So we're going to start out. You need some peaches. It takes about 3 to 4 if you're going to use fresh, about 4.5 cups if you're going to use frozen of that. Flour, lemon juice, which we'll use flour for the topping and also for the fruit mixture. Lemon juice to keep the peaches from browning. And of course, Cox's Delicious Honey. Your topping's going to take, again, flour, brown sugar, oats, butter. You want it cold and you want it cut into cubes, and vanilla. So the first step we're going to do is we're going to spray our bottom of our pan. Always wanted a glass one of these, so pick one of those up. And we're going to turn our oven to 350. There we go. It's all heating up, so preheat that, do that. Mix your fruit. So to save on dishes, you know me, I like to save on dishes. So we're going to put our fruit in there. Like I said, 2.5 cups. And we're going to put on that 1 teaspoon of lemon juice. It takes 1 teaspoon of that. And then we're going to put 1 tablespoon of honey. And because the original one called for sugar, I always like to increase my flour just a little bit, so it calls for 1 tablespoon of flour, but I'm not going to actually use a little more than 1 tablespoon. I usually should have done this backwards. I should have done the flour first, but oh well, it's a video, who cares? So we got a little more than a tablespoon of that. So you sprinkle that around, and then my spoon. So I'm going to mix that. This is your bottom. Save on dishes, of course, yeah. All right, next we're gonna mix our oats. So we have 1 cup of oats and 1/3 cup of flour, 1/2 cup of brown sugar, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And we don't do the butter yet, just hold off. Just wait on that. We're going to stir this. This is so easy. You're just gonna, everyone's just gonna love it. So you stir that, get that all mixed really good. And then we're going to add the butter after we put this oat stuff on there. So I make sure I get all my sugar mixed in there, the brown sugar. Put that on top. Peaches are one of my favorite. Anybody else like those? Yeah, they're delicious. So even that out. And then you're going to put the cube butter on top. And for this, use fingers, and that's why you make sure you wash your hands before. And I just set this out kind of evenly. Spread the butter in just a minute. Everything's better with real butter. I do like this unsalted, just because I think you get plenty of salt in everything else you have. So we just kind of spread this across evenly. There we go. And it's going to melt down in it, and it's going to make it a delicious, crunchy topping, which that's what most people really like. My husband loves that. I'm going to put it in my 350-degree oven that's preheated. I'll bake it for an hour, and then I'm going to serve it warm with ice cream, of course. So we'll be back. Alexa, set the timer for 1 hour. 1 hour, starting now. Didn't take quite an hour because I had a convection oven, but there we go. I'm going to dish some in here. Warm is always better with the ice cream on it. You can also use mangoes in it. I tried mangoes and it was really, really good. So I'm going to show you, grandchildren. Did you find the bee? There we go, grandchildren. There's the bee. Thank you, Art. He picked this up. That's my neighbor. And like I told you, anybody sees something with bees or honey, they give it to me. So he picked it up, I guess, in Oregon or somewhere up the coast of California there. It says, be happy. If you like this, share it with the world. Thumbs up and subscribe so you know whenever I'm putting up new YouTubes. Which there's so many peach recipes out there. Like I said, peaches and honey go together. This was so juicy when I peeled these peaches. Oh, juice just dripped. It was just yummy. I have another one that's muffins with it. Really, really good. Hopefully I'll be able to do that within the month, maybe next year. We'll see what happens. Have a sweet day. So my blender on this, not blender, blender on this recipe was, I was supposed to mix the butter in the oatmeal and flour and vanilla mixture, brown sugar, and I just put it on top, realizing afterwards, oh, but it actually turned out better and crispier. So that's how I come up with my own recipes. For those of you who stay to the very end, that's the best part. This is just beyond delicious because I love peaches. And I wished you could reach right out and taste this. Another test in the world. So delicious.